Hello everyone, and welcome
Hello!
to the GT Super Series season finale. Today, as usual, with Luke Carmona. Okay, Luke Carmona is shy.
Oh, sorry. I was doing something with posting links places. I'm sorry. Hello.
Oh, good. So, here we are for the last event of the season overall, because as you know, GT Super Endurance finished last week with his becoming the new champions of the category. Today we will see a new champion crown, which should be, in theory, look if everything goes as it's expected to go. But what? Okay, my model is doing weird things. I will fix it in a bit. What battles to see today? This is the big question. So, look who must secure P1. It's pretty done, but it's still not mathematically secure. In consequence, Thunder P2, since she needs to show up to have a chance to secure the position, otherwise it will be lost. And depending on if Thunder shows up or not, because for now we didn't see her, there might be a fight for P3 or P2, which could be between Valky, Evely, and myself. We have also a fight for P7 between Morticia and Candy, and there's also a fight for P9 in the championship between Hina, Arno, Sam, and Yorkie Bardin. So there are basically three fights to see, three scenarios where positions can change in the final standings. So those are the ones to watch, and yeah, that's pretty much. Okay, while I'll fix my model, Luke, would you like to share some input about how do you feel about this this final race?
This whole track, this race in general, Sun Beach is always a bit of a toss-up. It's very unpredictable, considering the fact that it is such a draft-dependent track. You can't always get away with, pure raw speed, because you. Let's just say I have had moments in the past where, in GT Super Series, maybe 2-3 seasons ago, where I finished something like, I don't know, 6th place, about half a lap behind the leader. It can just be that chaotic. There's really no guarantee that anyone is going to finish bad or well. It just completely depends on who you're around and how well they race each other. So, for my personal position, obviously I pretty much just need to start the race and I'm good. So I'm not too focused on winning. Heck, I could even qualify in race C and lose in race C and not advance, and I'd be totally fine. It's just how it is with this place. But it's going to be really interesting. I think the lineup is going to be a bit shaken up from what we might be used to. You could see some people running up front that usually don't. I'm excited to see what happens.
If there's a race where anything can happen, that is Sun Beach, because even Tokyo, which is also a track where it's relatively easy to make good times, it's not the same than Sun Beach. Sun Beach has something special that makes people particularly competitive here, or more gives a more balanced output of the qualis and races, and yeah, that can definitely be very key in the end for the final standings, what happens in the end. I'm doing some laps to see how it feels with with the stream live to make sure that I'm not lagging or anything. My mother keeps doing weird things. I cannot change it. Sorry guys, but I will try to. I hope it doesn't drive too crazy doing this.
So I'm a little quiet because I'm doing some back-end work.
Oh, good, oh, good.
Trying to make sure that no one can screw with the gate during the race, just in case.
Okay, the traffic feels good. The stream also feels good. I don't feel any special. Oh, Herbe. I don't feel any lag issue, something, anything that concerns me. So should be good for the race.
Yeah, it feels okay. I haven't really
Being given
noticed any
TP, I
weird
need
lag.
to clarify to my friend that I'm in a race. Auto response.
By the way, I did share this link also in the Nova group,
Okay.
so maybe later on you could do just a little bit of Spanish just to get them up to speed if they're watching.
Yeah, definitely. Because little how do you call it? When you introduce a stop between a certain the thing between brackets, you know. That's the thing, whatever. Para quienes estén escuchando en español, que sepan que también al final de la carrera, si hay alguien hablando español, también podré dar unos comentarios finales para cerrar así la temporada. Si tienen preguntas también pueden hacerlas en el chat, con gusto las responderé y espero que disfruten del show. That's it. Gonna copy paste the link again. Yeah. By the way, if you hear, because Luke told me before, if you hear like weird sound while I'm talking, that's basically the fan, because here where I am it's damn hot and or I have the fan in front of my face or I really melt here. So if it's a bit annoying, I'm sorry for that, but it's for my own survival, let's say.
Well, ever since you kicked the stream off, I haven't heard any wind noise, so you're good.
Ah, that's good then. Just in case. Everything else is closed, okay. Final laps, final practice laps before we get started with the last event of the season. we are seeing now Nikuri. Those who come from the Nova races may know him, since as far as I know he has been participating in the last events. Maybe not the last one, but in recent times he has been taking part of the events, and he is racing here as well.
And he's saying it's not the fan noise, it's the sea breeze.
Yeah, exactly. I have to say it that way next time.
Just like how I say whenever the cars lose grip on this track, it's just sand on the surface.
And for the Nova...
Sun Beach is also, surprisingly though, it hasn't really been doing it today, but Sun Beach has notoriously been the slickest circuit that we typically race on. And
yeah.
by that I mean complete understeer, just the car will glide right out toward the wall.
Consequences of the very high speeds that the cars get in here.
Yeah, they do get really, because especially going down that hill. These are the fastest these cars will ever go.
Here we are seeing now Hina, who's also from the Supernova races. She was born there, and now she races here with the rest of the FVA regular participants. And the meeting is about to start. So let's meet in here. I hope we have enough people for 3 races, because that could mean we managed to make a full season of at least 16 people in every race. And full season of 3 races, which is to me the best for the show and the most entertaining to see.
Gotta say, of all the paint schemes here, Senizo, I think, has gotta have one of the most prettiest out here, considering how much work he put into the fake lighting.
He always gives the cars that effect on the paint, you know, like if it was pearl or something.
Pearlescent, yes.
This is not that obvious because the color is very dark, but with the Porsche and with the Bentley, it's like, yeah, very highlights a lot.
I didn't really notice it with the other two. I guess it just didn't pop as much with the Celine though. Goodness.
Yeah. This is my car. This is the car Shermu will use for the race. Tron Udal, Valky Skylaker, Nikuri, Sam Phoenix, Luke Carmona. This is Herve. This is Arno. This is Hina, and this is Zenith. I'm missing some cars, but I guess they will be rest later.
Yeah, Valky's gone back to her Jaguar because the new, or not new, but in America, the Uma Musume Gacha app came out on the 26th, and it's very fun. So she's in a Uma Musume fix again.
Oh my.
She's been playing it like crazy.
So quick head count: 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
There are a lot of spectators here, so who knows, we might be on the bubble for just an A and a B.
I see 14 people only for now. Candy is not racing today?
No, I probably wouldn't blame her too much. This race is always crazy, so.
I mean, there's a position in place for her. Like she's fighting against Morticia for P7. It was. So might be of her interest to join. Morticia is here. Candy, you must join the race and fight for P7 in the championship. You cannot let Morty take it that easy. Okay, so hello, welcome to the final round of the GTSS 2025A season here at Sand Beach. This is what Emmy is telling us. I don't think I need to talk about how this works too much right now, so I'll just ask if there are any questions before we start qualifying. And Evelyn says, of course. No, okay, it's not part of the statement. Candy says not feeling really like it today. Little off. I'm sorry to hear that, Candy. Hope you get better. I hope we can give you a good entertainment today with this race, and we keep that mood up. Qualifying will be 10 minutes as always.
No. She messed up. She caught herself. She was in GTSE talk.
Yes.
That would be some crazy qualifying because we'd have to draft off of people.
Yeah, imagine like, okay, to close the season, 10 minutes, everyone on track. Fuck it. Oh, it's gonna be the usual qualify.
Well, this would be a good opportunity for you to actually say this in Spanish for the Spanish watchers, so that they know what's going on.
Oye, para los que estén viéndolo en español, estamos en la reunión inicial. Antes de que comience el evento, nos están explicando un poco en qué va a consistir, que para todo el mundo es ya conocido, pero básicamente empezaremos con una sesión clasificatoria en la que los pilotos irán a pista uno por uno y tienen que hacer en una sola vuelta el mejor tiempo que puedan, porque eso decidirá su posición final, o sea, su posición inicial en quali, en el grid inicial. Ah, no, espera, esto no me sirve. No ve mi carro, vale, que pues vamos a hacer magia. Tremendous Emmy, someone is saying. Matías
Yes.
Paniagua. Yeah, really tremendous, I must confess.
So it does look like we're only going to have enough for an A and a B race this time. First time of the season, which means that it will be, if it's 14 people, then that's a 7-7 split. 7-7 split after qualifying, but then it'll be 7 people in race B, and then 10 people for the final race of the season in A.
I really wish a couple more people join and we can make it 3 races, but if it's not the case, that will be. Okay, ready to mess it up.
Oh, your first go? Alright.
Yeah, always. I like to be first so I can get this weight from my shoulders quickly. I really suffer with qualifying, it's like my weakest point by far.
Good
Here
luck.
we go. Thanks. Close the region, close the region. Quickly, quickly.
Oh, is it?
Yes, close it, close it.
It's closed. It's closed. I think someone might have just left. Or oh, I know. It's shoot.
Go, go, close it, quick.
No. I think we still have all these people here from the Nova. Shoot. I gotta remove all these names.
$34.1, that's quite a decent time, I have to say. Not for Paul, because Paul is gonna be 33 point something, but it's good enough for race A, I'm pretty certain about it.
Okay, all the people have been removed from the access list, the allowed list. Thankfully it didn't mess you up. And we caught it in time so it doesn't mess up anyone else. Interesting. Whoever commented in the live stream earlier, their comments are gone.
Ah, Bunny, yeah. It's okay, it's okay. Valky, starting her up, steps on the slow zone, and that's not gonna be a good lap already. Would be good enough to qualify for race A, that we have to see, but definitely not for Paul with that little mistake. When it's your turn, let me know so I can shut up, eh?
Yeah, I'm a few cars away from that. Yeah, this is
Valky,
where...
about to complete her lap against the wall. That's gonna slow down her a bit, and she's gonna make a 34.2.
Which is
not bad at all.
No, not bad at all. So she managed to gather it back up.
Now it's Evely. Evely, who's very used already to qualify super good in GTSS. We will see if she does it as well here. For now she's doing quite a clean lap. Okay, no, that was not that good. That's gonna slow her down a little bit. Sun Beach is quite an easy track from certain perspective, but it's also easy to make mistakes in the key points of the track, like Evely just made twice, because she goes against the wall again, and that's gonna be 34.7, third place.
Ouch. Yeah, that's not good.
And now Yorkie. Let's see if Yorkie managed to qualify for race A for the first time this season. She goes against the wall, but it's still not a bad time, I believe.
Oh, by the way, feel free to talk during my lap. It's not going to be... It's fine, so...
Okay, Yorkie, I believe Yorkie is gonna make a P3 at least, or P4. Yorkie is gonna make P4, 34.9. That's only 2/10 from Evely, and now it's Nikuri's turn. Nikuri, the MVP of the last 5 weekends in a row, thanks to his great performance in dirt races and D2 races. And now he wants to make it to race A in GTSS. The only thing he's missing this season, I believe. He's coming very fast to the last turn of the track. He goes a little... No, he didn't touch the wall, or did he?
No, I think he
Third
did.
place! Third place, Nikuri. that was a really good time, 34.2. That's gonna be race A for him.
He could have done a little bit better, but I think he double tapped the wall there on the straight, so he lost some of that top end speed. Still good.
Sam Phoenix against the wall. Against the wall again. And a third time. But she's not doing it too bad. Against the wall once more. And she's gonna make 35.0. Those mistakes against the wall have punished her a lot. And now Luke's lap. Very clean lap for Luke, who's gonna make pole position. There it is, 33.9. The only 33 so far is for Luke Carmona, who takes P1. That's not the leaderboard. Yeah, there it is. It's Arno's turn. Here we see the results. Arno, the only driver on the grid who races with a gamepad or joystick, and we will see how it ends for him. P3!
Ooh!
P3 for Arno. The Alpinion guys are really making a great job here, because Nikoria and Arno are already in race A, I believe.
See, this is similar to what happened at the very first race this season at Tokyo, which is another high-speed track with pretty simple corners. Arno went right into A, so hopefully he'll be able to capitalize on that this time, because at Tokyo, lap 1, he got crashed pretty badly and finished in, I think, last place, so we'll see how that turns around for him. Right now, Zermu, I think this is him finishing his lap.
Zermu is about to make P2. Not anymore after that touch. Or maybe yes. Oh, we were P6. P6 for Zermu. This is what we were talking about before. Lot of surprises, because Evely, Zermu, and Valky, for example, are behind Arno here right now. And now it's Tron's turn. He does the hairpin, a bit wide, but still not too bad.
Very good through the top part.
Yes. Now let's see how he does in the key, in the so important last turn.
Right against the wall, that's good.
And
this is good. This is good. Oh, this is good.
Tron, who's gonna make P7. He's right now in race in the group A with a 34.5. Hina.
He's right on the bubble for A.
Let's see what Hina can make. One of the most promising drivers from the Supernova races.
Oh, commentate in Spanish this one.
True. Hina, una de las pilotos más prometedoras de las carreras de Supernova organizadas por Products, podría conseguir clasificarse a la carrera A. Lo vamos a ver, le falta una curva, la curva más importante, la más difícil. La hace bastante limpiamente y Hina va a conseguir clasificarse a grupo A. Sí, yes, Hina is right now inside group A, 6th position. Hina está ahora mismo clasificada para la carrera A, sin nadie más mejora su tiempo.
And that does push Tron into B.
Yep.
With Umbreon on the bubble now.
And now it's Mortisha's turn. Let's see what she can do. Mortisha, in
Wall.
this race,
Oh.
oh yeah, that touch against the wall is not gonna be good. Mortisha, who needs to get, I mean, she needs to complete the race at this point to secure P7 in the championship.
Wall again,
We
a
will
little
see
bit
where she
too far, too
starts,
far.
because she has touched a couple walls. P10 for Mortisha, that should be race B.
And here comes Cenizo.
Cenizo, la otra gran promesa de Supernova, a punto de empezar su vuelta. Vamos a ver qué tal lo hace, si podrá igualar a Hina, si se quedará por debajo, si se quedará por encima. Cenizo, que ha escogido un coche muy apropiado para esta carrera, porque con este coche yo fui campeón en 2024. Vamos a ver cómo termina la vuelta. La está haciendo francamente bien. No toca el muro y Cenizo va a terminar P7. He's right now closing the group B. Cenizo está ahora mismo cerrando el grupo A. Si nadie mejora su tiempo, está dentro de la carrera A. Now, Herve's turn.
Quick comment, that's Nova, both Nova drivers in A.
Yeah, at the moment both en este momento los dos pilotos provenientes de Nova están en la carrera A. Y si no me equivoco, if I'm not wrong, there are no more drivers besides her, right?
is the last one.
So that means that eso significa que Hina y Cenizo clasifican a la carrera A directamente. Por primera vez los dos estarán presentes en la carrera A juntos y de inicio. Herb will finish P14, will be the last of group B. So this is pretty much decided already. We have two groups. Group B, led by Shermu, Tron Udal, Evely, Mortisha, Yorkie, Sam Phoenix, and Herb. Three of them will have to fight to qualify for race A, where, awaiting Luke Armour in the first place, myself from P2, Arno from P3, Valky from P4, Nikuri from P5, Hina from P6, and Cenizo from P7 will try to get the race. Will try to fight for the victory on this race. So it is really surprising to see how this quali finished, because I mean this is what we were talking before. Like, this is the track where the surprises can happen. We can see Evely, Mortisha or Shermu, regular race A drivers, now having to qualify from race B to manage to fight rookies and other people who are not that regularly in race A, such as Arno Taurus, Nikuri, who's his first time if I'm not wrong, Hina or Cenizo. So this is really the kind of quali we like to watch, because it opens the can to any surprises, and we can officially confirm that by the end of the season, Luke Carmona and myself are the only drivers to have qualified exclusively for race A during the whole season.
That aside, Sun Beach certainly living up to its reputation. We'll see how that holds up in the race.
I'm an expert in messing it up the early race, so even if I have that P2, don't believe that I have it easy. I'm probably going to be passed at some point and I will have to fight to get back the position. Still, I will try to follow Luke and
the hairpin is
see
gonna
what
be
I
a
can
mess.
do. Yeah, I will see what I can do to keep the position. In the meantime, drivers meeting. Tron Udal, who is a bit shy and prefers to stay out of the tent. Now let's see how this goes. Emmy will tell us something now. A few instructions about indications and stuff about the main race. I see Gato very enthusiastic on the chat about the Alpinion guys, and also Hina and Cenizo. He can be very happy with them because the 4 of them qualified for race A. Candy says, shout out to Emmy for running such a smooth qualifying sessions this season. No big gaps, no close calls, always someone on a hot lap. That's it. Well done for Emmy.
Yeah.
For this amazing season.
Absolutely. She's been doing a really, really good job. Pretty much, because ever since GP1 stopped, I took a step back from doing any really hosting duties. So she's taken on the title, and GTSC, GTSS, nailed it. You did a great job helping her out with GTSC too. So thanks to you both.
Yep, definitely amazing job that Emmy has been doing. She's talking now. Okay, it looks like we have 14 drivers today, so we will have a Group B and Group A race. This means each race will be a bit longer.
Oh my God.
Race B will be 30 laps and race A will be 35.
And that is in time, so race B will be roughly 17 minutes long, race A will be roughly 20 minutes.
That's almost what a GP1 race used to last. It was 25 minutes, if I'm not wrong.
30.
30
there was
in
a
the
point
last
where
season.
it was between 20 and 25, but then I bumped it up to 30 minutes. Tall Pines I always had at 20 because it was Tall Pines. It was Tall Pines, I think. Yeah, or Herrenhaus. I think it was both Herrenhaus and Tall Pines. I would sometimes cut short to like 20, 23 minutes because they were always just chaos, and I just wanted the race to get over with.
Oh yeah, I remember. Now, just a few words about the track itself. Sand Beach is a heavy drafting track, so be aware of this. Just because you are moving faster doesn't mean you are faster. You always need to try and pass cleanly without causing a crash. So please be mindful when passing someone. Don't use other drivers as walls. Very important. Can be very tempting, but please don't do it.
It'll happen anyway, but that's probably mostly out of lack of intent.
Are there any questions before we start? No questions from Luke. And the rest
Everyone else is silent.
doesn't say anything.
Yep, no one's saying anything.
So we will start with race B, where Shermu, Tron Udal, Evely Onyx, Morticia Villota, Yorkie Bardin, Sam Phoenix, and Herb will fight for 3 spots to qualify for race A. Favorites, I believe, no question that Shermu, starting from P1, should be a favorite to qualify. Definitely Evely is also in a good position to qualify, and in theory Morticia should be the 3rd driver, but how things are here and seeing what happened in the last race, I think Tron, Yorkie, and even Sam Phoenix have some opportunities to do so. I actually believe this could be finally the opportunity for Yorkie Bardin to qualify for race A, but for that she will need to beat at least one of the very big top 3 drivers we have in this race A, which are Shermu, Evely, and Morty. They are the people to be. I'm gonna say it the same way I said in the last race. Shermu, Evely, and Morty are the favorites to qualify, but at least one of them will not. That's what I say. One of them will not. We don't know who's not gonna make it, but one of them will not. And we'll have a surprise, kinder surprise for race A, which to me could be Yorkie, could be Tron, or maybe even Sam Phoenix.
Oh, that's right. Suzuka just commented in the Discord. Sadly, she couldn't make it today. She needed sleep.
It's okay. We'll have some races even if the season is over. Yorkie says Evely, Shermu and Morticia for race A. That's what Yorkie believes. We will see what happens. We see Shermu with the KTM. In third position, Evely with the Audi. Morticia starting from P4 with the Hyundai. Sam Phoenix starting P6 with the Predator, it was?
Raptor.
Raptor, that's it. Yorkie here is starting P5 with the Honda NSX. Tron starting from P2, good position for him, with the Porsche. And Herb starting P7 with the Supra, Toyota Supra. One of the most iconic cars in the history, especially for those that are very into car customization. Ah! My car was returned! Okay.
No, yeah. Emmy said after the meeting to all A drivers pick up your cars.
Ah, okay, I didn't see, sorry, my bad.
It's okay.
Make sure that everyone is legal, and they are.
Evely has an AO on or something. Her head's sticking out of the roof for me.
Who?
Evely.
She looks fine to me. Try Control S. Maybe that fixes it. Or makes it worse. Who knows?
No, it worked.
Okay, drivers, please make sure you can see everyone else's cars. If you can't, please say something now. Important. Two important things. If you don't see a car, you have to call it, and so the other driver can fix it. And another very important, super important, critical, unavoidable point: do not derender people who's not your friend, because if you derender a driver, you will not see where the real position of the car is. So very important, do not derender other drivers, otherwise you will see the car in the wrong position, and if you have to fight with them, you will most likely mess it up and cause an accident. This being said, the race is about to start in 30 seconds, 30 lap race. It was 30, she said 30 before?
30 laps.
Okay. 30 laps. Starting in now 15 seconds. We must keep the camera close because under the tunnel we don't see anything.
1 lights, 2 lights, 3, 4, 5. And away they go. Tron gets a little bit of a jump start.
No, Yorkie gets stuck. Snagged something. Yorkie snagged something in the start.
So she's now at the tail end of the field, but not. It's still right there. Tron, your current leader, into the hairpin. It looks Morticia kind of cutting the corner there, but the slow zone keeps her from overtaking. It is almost single. Oh, Tron slows down up the hill. They're backing up a bit. Zermu to the lead.
Shermu, who lost the position because he had a little touch against the wall, but now he recovers after the little touch between Evely and Tron. Meanwhile, Morticia takes P2, Yorkie takes P3, Sam is P4 and Evely is P5. This is the possible scenario we were talking about, because Evely now is in trouble. She needs to pass Sam and Yorkie and try to catch up Morty or Shermu, otherwise she will be facing these other drivers for the rest of the race, and that might be problematic. Thanks Gatomod for subscribing to the channel, that I didn't say anything. And here we are, seeing how Shermu and Morticia are starting to create a very little gap, and Evely...
That first lap was it just shows how crazy this track can be, because we had Tron go from first to from first place down to second to last in just the first lap, and then Yorkie going from dead last to third.
Evely now takes P3 over Yorkie and Sam, but I don't know if it will be fast enough to take yeah, actually, if Shermu and Morty keep fighting for P1, Evely will catch up and she may be able to take the lead in the short term. Meanwhile, Yorkie is very close to Evely. Yorkie is trying to take Evely's draft, which is what she must do in order to be able to qualify for race A.
Yeah, because Evely doesn't have Morticia's draft, but Yorkie, I think... let me zoom in, I can't see from here. I'm really bad at clicking on cars as they move. Yeah, I think Yorkie is close enough for draft. No,
not
she's
yet.
not. She's just out of Evely's draft right now.
So Yorkie might have lost Evely's draft, and that means
Which
that she needs
leaves her
to...
open to Sam.
Yeah, actually, yeah, at the moment is Sam more in the position to fight Yorkie's position than Yorkie for fighting Evely's. Evely is a bit lost in the middle of the between the leaders and the P4.
Into the wall goes Evely.
She's not
So
being
she
very
just lost a little bit of
accurate.
faith. Yorkie with a wall tap. Sam coming up from behind. Probably not going to make a move here. Nope, stays on her tail. I guess this is so hard to cam around the tunnel.
We see the fight here between Yorkie and Sam for P4 to trying to take, but this is the classic mistake we see every race. People fighting for position means you will not catch up the car ahead, and if you had any opportunity to take that position in front of you, you are about to lose it. Shermu is enough consistent now to get rid of Morticia, who is no longer in draft distance. Morty is no longer in draft distance, and that could mean that if Shermu keeps the good pace, Shermu might escape the group.
Well, she's back in it because Zumu ran over the slow zone. Well, she just lost it, but she had it for a moment because Zumu ran over the slow zone at the hairpin, but he's starting to pull away again. Evely, meanwhile, gaining just enough. I think she had a good enough corner exit, so now Evely has draft. Yep, nope, not quite yet. Almost there. She probably has the pace to catch Morty here within the next lap.
Cherno. Tron gets the GP1 experience, going from row 1 to last row in one lap. Yeah, definitely the classic GP1 experience for some people.
It's the Sun Beach experience. That applies to every racing series.
Yeah. And now, yeah, Evely is now catching up Morticia, but Morticia is not catching up Shermu. Then this basically means that Evely, knowing that it's very unlikely that they reach Shermu at this point, I'm pretty certain that Evely will try to fight for Morticia's position because it's not pointless. No! Evely against the wall! Evely against the wall! She just lost Morticia's draft with that move, and now is Yorkie closer to her than she is to Morticia. We are going to say that Evely have a reason to fight with Morticia for P2 because it means starting one position more ahead in the race A. So it's convenient really to take the lead and to try to take at least P2. But with that move there, with that little accident Evely had, now she's a bit further from that possibility, while Shermu keeps comfortably creating a gap. Now it's a critical point. Yeah, critical point now because the leaders are lapping Herb, the current last position on the race, and they must make no mistakes, otherwise they will lose a lot of time here. Yeah, no, Herb against the wall. No! Okay. Little collide, but not serious enough.
Okay. So far, 3 cars passed lap traffic with, let's say little incident, because not too much, if any, time was really lost getting by. No serious incidents. But we'll see here what happens with Yorkie, and they're coming up real fast.
Here we are.
Outside,
Yorkie is gonna be a big risk. No!
Oh.
No! Herb against the wall again. Herb gets stuck between like Yorkie and Sam made a sandwich. Oh my god, Herb against the wall. Yorkie and Sam made a sandwich with Herb, but that led only to Herb expelling Yorkie out to the wall in the last lap, in the last turn, and that basically left Yorkie out of the fight for P4 because now she has another problem, and that problem is called Trong Udal. Trong Udal, who's right behind her, and he says, okay, this is my opportunity, if you give it to me this easy, I'm gonna fight for this position. And now Trong Udal is in the fight for P5, while Sam, unless she messes it up, should secure P4. All of this due to this accident with Herb. Very unlucky for Yorkie.
And I do sympathize a lot with your. Actually, hang on, Cam on Evely. She just zipped right past Morticia through the final corner into second place.
How did she catch up? Like pure pace, or was Morty? Did Morty have any collide or something?
I'm not quite sure. They're not too far behind Zoomer, but I assume just maybe a little lack of consistency on maybe Morty's end. Not quite sure.
So Evelyn managed to catch up. Now she is in P2, and if she has a good enough pace, she should try to go for the lead, because it's important to get the best position possible for race A.
I can sympathize a lot with Yorkie, because in her situation she had not only a slow lapped car in the middle of the track approaching a acute angle corner, but she also had Sam Phoenix right on her tail, and that's really difficult to make a decision to either slow down and wait to make the move with the risk of being overtaken or barreled through from the car behind, or try to pass on the inside where you have to really dive deep into the corner and then all your speed is lost and everyone gets tangled up. I think she kind of was just stuck. She didn't really have anywhere to go.
Yeah, it was definitely a kind of situation where experience would have played an important role. If she had the Evely against the wall a little bit, not that much, but yeah, that kind of collision, having the experience, might lead her to take a different decision on how to manage that situation.
And as Zoomer crosses the line, they are halfway done with the race. 15 laps to go.
15 laps to go. Shermu at the moment leading the race quite comfortably. He doesn't have anyone behind with draft distance, although there's time for Evely to catch up and try to take the P1. Evely, who's P2 at the moment, she had a bit of a great start, but she proved what kind of driver she is, and now she is in P2 and pretty certain trying to take P1. And in P3 we have Morticia, who has lost the draft distance from Evely, but she's very safe right now in P3 because you don't see anyone behind her. She doesn't see anyone behind her. Behind her is Sam Phoenix, but Sam Phoenix doesn't see Morticia, so the gap between them is Sam Phoenix against the wall, and Yorkie takes P4. Yorkie, who kept a good pace, takes P4 thanks to Sam's mistake, and now Sam has another problem rather than Yorkie, and that problem is again Trong Udal. Trong Udal is being the predator for Yorkie and for Sam on these races. Every time they make a mistake, Trong is there trying to take advantage of it, and now he has done, because for now he oh my god, that movement from Sam Phoenix was not very clean. Sam Phoenix kept Tron against the wall, so he couldn't keep turning there. But now,
to interrupt from the battle at the back here, because I know it's really intense, but we also had some lap traffic that the leaders had to deal with. Emmy had to throw out a blue flag for Herv, because he did slow up Zurmu a bit, who now has, because of this, Evely right there, just about. Might not be in draft distance just yet, but she has an opportunity here to take the win.
It is important for drivers to manage traffic.
Although slow zone for Evely and a wall on exit. So Zurmu is now pulling the gas
she
again.
is still not in draft distance. She is 1.6 behind. but Morticia is not in draft distance of Evely either, which
Slow
means
for York, and here comes Sam right up on her tail. So it's still, gosh, it's pretty crazy pack for 4th place back there.
yeah, and they are about to find Herf again. So this is gonna be very definitory, because if they don't manage to get rid of her in the proper way, we might see another position change here.
Oh, it's a repeat. It's almost going to be like a repeat of before. They're in the
But now
exact same.
Herb goes quite
Oh.
okay. Good move from her. They're avoiding
Very,
the group.
very anti.
And that makes this battle. Oh my god, that was a good move from Sam Phoenix. This group of here, even if they are out at the moment from qualifying for race A, they are still fighting for P4, and it's very relevant because if for any reason one of the top 3 drivers at the moment needs to leave or crashes or something, the leader of this group of 3, now 2 because Tron lost pace, could qualify for race A. We see some fight here between Sam and Yorkie.
I mean, this is all still relevant despite the fact that they're not fighting for a transfer spot, because points are on the line depending on what these drivers are trying to achieve.
Yorkie takes the lead. Ooh, Yorkie there. That move against Sam was a bit dangerous.
Not sure if that was a block or what, but it doesn't look like it's really hurt anyone.
But that gave the chance to Tron, who's the predator of the series, to catch up again. I have the feeling that Tron will do something magic at the end of the race, with 5 laps to go.
He's just biding his time right there. Back there, we'll see what this duel up ahead of him will do for his chances, but he's just sticking on.
Ooh, that attempt from Sam to pass Yorkie through the slow zone didn't end very well, and Sam against the wall. Tron takes the position as well. Tron is now P5 behind Yorkie and ahead of Sam, and that can be the final the final move that can define the P4, because now Sam needs to get rid of Tron to be able to attack Yorkie's position, or from another point of view, it can be Tron's opportunity to consolidate his strategy of predating other drivers and take P4 over Yorkie. We will see how this ends. By the way, Evely is closing the gap with Shermu, and with 5 laps to go, maybe she manages to catch up and take the lead. But for now, we are intensely following this fight here.
Tron tries to make a move, doesn't make it work. Hits the slow zone coming through the final corner.
Slow zone for Tron.
Tron. Ooh, another slow zone for Tron.
The fight between... Yeah, now Yorkie has a little advantage. Sam Phoenix, who takes the slow zone, cuts the corner to try to take the position from Tron, but she doesn't manage, and that has only slowed them down, because now Yorkie has created enough of a gap to keep Tron out of the draft. So it's very complicated for them now in 3 laps to catch up Yorkie, and that might mean that Yorkie secures P4 in the end.
Yep, and there's only 2 laps to go as Zumu rounds the final corner. Evely has dropped back just a slight bit because they did have to deal with traffic again. At this rate, unless Zumu makes a tremendous mistake, it is probably going to finish as we see it. Except for the backpack, because we still have Phoenix in draft range of Tron.
It's been a great job from Shermu this race, who took the lead at the beginning of the race and kept it for the whole of it. It's true that he lost the lead for a few turns before recovering but in the first in the same lap 1, and he managed to keep a good enough gap to keep the lead, and Evely, who's no longer closing the gap, even worse, she is losing gap with Shermo, because she was at some point 1 second behind
Major
him.
duel between Drawn and Sam. They were side by side through the final corner with a lap to go, so it's a melee back there.
God, we will see the final fight between Tron and Sam that will define P5.
No,
Oh
they
my
come together
God.
again.
They are driving very aggressively right now. This is retaliation. Definitely.
Oh gosh.
I don't like to see this kind of things. And it seems that Sam is gonna take P5. Tron has one turn to reveal the position. He's gonna try it. Tron gonna try to take the position. He tries no against the slow zone, but now he's in the main strike. No, Sam pushes Tron against the wall. What did Sam do? Sam just made what the person who cannot be named made on Friday.
Yeah, this kind of driving, not... I don't care if you're at the very back of the pack, fighting for scraps, however you look at it. Do not ever wall someone in an attempt to block them.
This was a definitely very bad move from Sam Phoenix. I am pretty certain that Tron will have some words with Emi about the incident, but this is definitely not good for Sam's reputation. They fucked for before, they didn't manage to get the position, but this kind of moves are not the way to go. We'll have to see the version that Sam shares about the incident, but to me seemed pretty clear, and not only from here, also when she kinda blocked, I don't remember if it was Tron already in the exit in the after the hairpin, you know, that turn that before the 3 biggest straights. There she also did something weird and pushed Tron against the wall that he couldn't even turn at all, and to do that turn properly. So yeah, definitely something was wrong in this race with Sam and Tron.
To clarify from earlier, Yorkie says that she got close to Sam from the wall, tried to move out of the way. So no, by no means was it an intentional.
No, yeah, it was not, because then she didn't really block her either. Like she had a little. They had a touch. Sam of course was pushed at it, but it was not like a blocker like we saw in the last lap. The last lap it was very clear, very obvious. But yeah, these kind of movements are not what we like to see.
Doesn't matter what position you're in, that kind of racing just not acceptable. But I think we kind of missed talking about the top 3 with that incident that took place. We kind of lost all focus of the winner and second and third. So Umbreon Zrumu won quite convincingly with Evely in second, Morticia third. They will advance to race A. It'll be 10 cars racing for the overall victory.
Evely, who despite all the incidents, she managed to get into the top 3 and even the top 2. It's true that after that she was quite close to Shermu. At some point she was only 1 second behind, but Shermu's pace was so good that he kept the lead for the whole race. Still, very good race from Evely, who qualifies for P2, and P3 for Morty. Very experienced driver, very high tier driver that takes part on this series, finally back after some seasons where we didn't used to see her so actively engaged, let's say. So it's good to see her involved again in the races, and in this case qualifying for race A to take P7 in the championship over Candy.
Not sure if you saw the region notice from Emi, but if you'd like to, we are allowed to do some warm-up.
Okay, I will do I think a little bit, just to make sure that everything is working as it should.
Ow! Yeah. Hit the wall at the top of the hill.
Better now than in the race.
Oh, I'll probably do it in the race. Cause I'm a driver of margins. I try to get as close to the apex as I can, which, as I've said before, can benefit me greatly, but also can really screw me over. And for those currently watching who have not watched this before, when Asdria and I are racing in GT Super Series, like actively in a race, we do not talk, at least not that much, because we need to focus. So apologies if this next portion of the race, of the stream, is a bit boring, but you'll have a good view from Asdria's point of view.
There are a couple points where my frames drop a bit, but I think they are not too critical. I mean, I believe they are less critical than they were in Herrenhaus, which is the place where all the avatars, spectators are.
Yeah, I only get little lag spikes pretty much right when I'm approaching the finish line, but it doesn't mess up my corner entry, so the sim is behaving quite nicely today. Hit the wall again, and I slid. I blame the sand. There's sand, yes, up in the mountain portion of the of the track. Ah, slow zones. I'm doing laps with Zenithal right here. I'm getting a taste of what I'm going to have to probably put up with.
Practice is over.
I said that wrong. Put up with is a bad way of putting it. I did not mean it like that. Alright.
For race A, we'll have, starting from P10, Morticia Villota. From P9, Evelyonix. From P8, Shermu. From P7, Zenitho. From P6, Hina. From P5, Nikuri. From P4, Valky Skylaker. From P3, Arno Taurus, the big surprise of the day. From P2, myself, Asdria. And from P1, surprisingly and against all expectations, Luke Carbona, who I'm gonna try to follow in lap 1, and I hope I don't mess it up and let people behind.
You can try and pass me. You're gonna have to try and pass me, because you're gonna get eaten up alive if you don't.
I mean, if I can pass you, I will, but what I will try especially is to not let someone else behind pass me, which is the main thing that concerns me right now.
That's what I'm saying. In these first laps, don't bother trying to, lift early and stay on my tail. Go by if you can. I mean, like, don't do so aggressively. Don't, like, shove me out of the way. But, because, thing with racing in Second Life, a lot of people still aren't really used to early lifting and feathering the throttle to try and, because like if you've seen real life racing before and how people come into turn 1, it looks really slow. It's like rush hour traffic, bumper to bumper. But in Second Life, people don't know how to do that very well. It's very difficult to do it because it's keyboards, so it's just constant crashing all the time. So you're either gonna get lucky or you won't. So just if you have an opening and you want to pass me, go for it.
All right. So with this advice, I'm gonna mute Discord now so we can focus on the race, and we will be back after the race finishes.
Yep, good luck.
Good luck to you. We are now muted on Discord. I'm gonna minimize the stream window because it shortcut makes me lose focus. And I'm sorry, as Luke said before, I'm sorry that I'm not very talkative, but as you can imagine, when you have to race, you need to focus, and talking is always a way to lose focus. So I will stay quiet. Maybe I can share some comments, but will most likely be a silent race. I can see everyone's race, everyone's car, yeah, should be good. And now let's go with the show. I'm so tense. This is a 35 lap race. This is the final race of the season. I'm gonna close this now. Race starting in 30 seconds. Let's see what we can do. Goal: secure P3 or P2 in the championship. Goal is to secure P2 in the championship. We'll see what happens. I hope I don't freeze or something. Ah, sorry, Valky, sorry, Valky. I miscalculated that corner and pushed her to the slow zone. Not good, not good. Ah! My god! This TP lags. Or I don't know what it is. Lawson from Luke. Last lap. Jesus! Shoo! What an end! What an end! Whoa! Whoa! 3 cars together, guys. That's very rare to see. You cannot imagine what we just saw, you guys. You cannot imagine what we just saw. This was such an epic final. 3 cars, the 3 of them together. Wow! Jesus, what an end! What an end, guys. Wow. Wow, are you there, Luke?
That was the greatest GTSS finish
Yes,
I have
man.
ever seen.
Yes! Wow, what an end. 3 cars altogether. Because, okay, for those that need context, you see that, okay, the results were I got P1, Luke got P1 with 0.131, and Valky got P3 with 0.131 as well. But the thing is that the gate cannot register gaps lower to that. So that's basically the lower time the gate can give to result in different positions, you know. So it's like it was like super close for the 3 cars all together there, like really close. And yeah, wow.
Goodness.
What
that
an
might be
end.
the best finish of any racing series we've ever had.
Yes, definitely. I have to say I'm particularly happy that Valky managed to take part on this finish, because
Yeah, no kidding.
yeah, there was a point where besides that she is the MVP to me because she managed to catch up us twice. The first time that she lost the group that she lost us was because I accidentally pushed her to a slow zone and she had to recover back from there again. So big shout out for to Valky that made an amazing race, and yeah, the result was amazing. Like the 3 cars all together, yeah, crazy good fight. Oh.
Yeah. So much fun. It's a shame that no one was commentating on that live, like an actual, like Kira. That would have been so
Yeah.
good.
That would have been great. Wow. I'm gonna talk to Valky. Finally. It's the first race I win in this season, and I don't remember when was the last time I won an official race. So yeah, the final was very satisfying. Also, how it ended. The only bad note was that little collide that had with Valky, but I'm glad that she managed to recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great racing. Oh my god.
Oh, but edit your car down just a slight bit more.
Yes.
Because ever since I added these backfire objects, sometimes the car's res a bit high.
Yes. I mean, of course, from my stream, we only saw my part, but I'm pretty sure that someone who was watching, like the race live, and saw the three cars cross together, wow, that must be incredible. Ah, good.
Dead. You're being in the dead center. It looked like an almost even heat. We were so close.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to watch it back. I know you didn't really see everything. Like you probably didn't see Valky, or did you?
I slightly saw, but what I saw mostly was you. Left to
Right,
me,
but
Valky was more to the left, and I couldn't see her probably. But I heard her like right at your left, because when we left the last turn, I could see her actually taking the position there, or fighting the position there with you. Honestly, I thought that I was going to take P3 because I didn't expect to take the outer of the turn, you know, and still manage to keep your same speed at the corner exit. But yeah, it
Well,
was.
because I didn't want to, push you wide. Being on the inside, I like at the hairpin. Usually because when I would try to pass on the inside at the hairpin, it didn't work because you would have the exit speed. It's because, as it should be, when you're racing someone and passing them on the inside like that, you're not supposed to, brute force them out to the side. You don't want. It's like, again, it's the whole don't use cars as walls things. Don't use your competitors to turn. I'm trying to stay off you as much as I can. So if
Exactly.
that means sacrificing my exit speed, and that's what it is. And I lost the race because of it, but
I
in
have
the
to say-
best way ever.
I have to say there was some spots that I thought you were going to pass me, and that's why I left like a little gap, because think, okay, here he was faster, he's going to pass me or something. But in the end, you were not. So I think in those moments of my like believing you were going to pass when not, is what also contributed to Valky managed to catch him, especially the first time she made. But yeah, okay. Finish line from Austria's stream. Candy is sharing. Okay, let's read the chat a bit.
Oh, jeez.
What a finish! Candy says, "Congrats, Cherno. Well done, Yorkie. Congrats, Gato. Thanks." I was watching the battle for. How was the battle for P4? Yes. Chaos. Thunder didn't attend. Cherno says, good race. I got a run playing a set. An artist. Good luck, Cherno. I hope you have a nice session now. I mean, first I'd like to say thank you to everyone who took part in the 2025 A season. It was a ton of fun, and it's always so cool to see so many people come and race and also watch. Okay, I can set the graphics regular again. So now let's announce the top 3 finishers for the Sand Beach race. Top 3 finishers that could be these same 3 in any other position, because honestly we finished the three of us all together. Like, yeah, all together we finished this.
Yeah.
So yeah.
This is the best way to go out.
Finishing in third place with a super amazing close race, Valky Skylaker. Valky, very nice done, honestly, catching up us twice, which is super hard to do in GTSS. When 2 cars escape, to catch up is super complicated, and she did it twice. So yeah, definitely very well deserved podium. She could have deserved P2 or P1 as well because of what we saw.
I probably wasn't helping too much by tailing you so close the whole time, because usually when I get tailed like that, I get unsettled.
It's also like because this track like invites you to be like right behind the car ahead, like even touching it, But at the same time, it's not that easy to make a move to pass. So, yeah, complicated.
I haven't even looked at the overall results yet. Was I even in range case? So we have. Hang on, I gotta go up to the podium.
Finished fighting the whole race, but in the final stage coming in second place, Luke Carmona. Yeah, nice race from Luke, who, by the way, Luke is the new GTSS 2025A champion. It's the fifth trophy already, right?
It's my fourth overall. My fourth overall championship and fifth title, because last season I got the sprint title.
Yes.
No, the endurance title.
Yeah.
I like how Emmy's choice of music for this.
And Valky also secures. With this, Valky secures actually P3 in the championship. I secured P2, and the first victory this season was a hard season because Luke won pretty much all races, and the other one that he didn't win was Thunderwave. And
yeah.
And yeah, Valky secures P3. That means that Evely secures P4 in the championship as well. So well done for Evely. I mean, she started from a complicated position in the end to back, and that I'm sorry. That prevented her from That prevented her from actually fighting with us for podium and for taking the P3 in the championship, or P2 in this case, because Thunder was not attending. But yeah, Evely also made an amazing season. Before could have been a P3 or a P2 in other circumstances, but yes, she did very well as well. She secured P4 in the race actually. So yeah, very nice done from Evely. So final positions, let me see, because they must be here. 2-2. Sit here.
No, I didn't. I was trying to get like a trio of us up on the top.
Okay. Then call Valky then.
I did. She's not looking.
Valky, come here.
There we go.
There it is.
Photo up.
We can move a little bit. There it is.
Hang on. I need to adjust my lighting because it is. I forget how to do that. How am I forgetting how to change the light?
So final positions. There must be here. Where are they? I won. Fast lap 30. My fast lap was 33.6, but it was not the fastest, because the fastest we will see now. Look, P2, Valky P3, Evely P4, fast lap 33.4. Crazy.
Nice.
Evely, who was fighting from what I see in the times, was fighting for P4 against Morty, who finished P5, Hina, who finished P6, Zenitho, who finished P7, and Shermu, Shermu already was like 4 seconds behind, but between Evely and Zenitho, less than 3 seconds. So I assume those 4 were all fighting for P4. Evely, Morty, Hina, and Zenitho. Well done, Hina and Zenitho as well in the first race 8 together. They placed ahead of Shermu, who finished P8. Nikuri for P9, and Arno P10, and Evely again, who got the fast lap 23.4.
Alright, I'm telling Valky to get back into. I forgot to take a normal podium picture.
Okay.
So, wait, no, stay up there.
Wait. Okay, let me sit properly.
Okay.
There it is.
Now I gotta wait for everyone to look forward. There we go. Now we can get down.
Valentino just gave me a crossover vehicle for winning the race. Thank you, Valentino. Thank you a lot. for your gift. And Emi mentions, good job everyone, the FBA awards will be on the 12th, so July 12th. As usual, will be at Sand Beach, I assume, here where the skateboard, where the tents are now, actually. There will be a ceremony, award ceremony for drivers to receive their trophies, to have some words and all that, so they can be recognized for the amazing season. What thing?
Hang on.
Okay.
Hang on.
Luke wants to show us something.
No, I do not.
Ah, okay then.
Check your Discord. You'll see why.
See?
It's unrelated.
So this is it. This is how the season ends. We have completed. It was a kinda short season, but still very exciting, with fights for positions in the championship until the very end. And this means that the official races, let's say the long seasons races like GTSE, GTSS, will be now in the off season until. Oh,
Yep.
nice.
We've got. Well, sorry. I wasn't really listening. Sorry. Could you repeat the very last bit? Something about the off season.
Yeah, during the off season, we'll have now the off season where we will not have these big sanctioned competitions like GTSS, GTSC, but it doesn't mean we will not have races, because for this period of 2 months approximately, we'll have some events. We will let you know, most likely for the FBA ceremony we will be able to announce some stuff, but for certain what you can expect the Carmoner 500, you can expect the Tokyo 24 hours. All of these events will be explained properly when the time arrives.
There's also the grid. The grid games are coming up at the end of August with a motorsport segment, also the 100-meter dash, which I scripted with help from Valky and with animations. She did a very good job with those. There's also going to be Arno's 200-lap race. I'm not sure exactly when that's going to be yet. He's not announced it, but again, could be 20th or 27th of next month. And then, let's see, lots of Fast Friday stuff that Candy's hosting with a backyard bash happening on the 6th, which I think is a Sunday, where we're going to be racing lawnmowers in kind of like the backyard, like a gigantic backyard or something like that. It's very fun. Tried it out. And then on the 18th, if I am not mistaken, is the celebration of Racers Island's 18th birthday.
18th already.
18 years.
Wow. One of the most ancient racing sims in Second Life. Racers Island, historical place. So yeah, that's the forecast for these 2 months. Maybe something more, we will see. But in the meantime, thank you everyone who watched the stream. Thank you everyone who took part of the stream. Well done to all drivers. I will, as usual, as you can expect from me, every time we have an award ceremony, I will have a big speech prepared for this, but congrats to all participants in the series. Well done for Thunderwave, who didn't attend today, but she definitely deserves to take that P2 if she joined. Well done also Luke, who became the champion. Well done to Valky, who secured P3 in the championship, so she will have her moment, I believe, in the award ceremony. Also, congrats to Evely, who got P4 in GTSS, but most importantly, she's champion this season in GT Super Endurance.
Alongside Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi, who's not here today because she cannot join on Sundays. But yeah, and well done for everyone else. We can see Yorkie, who didn't manage in the end to join any race A, but she was always so close. I'm pretty certain that next season she will manage to do it. Also Morticia, very nice season from her. Glad to see her back fully in a competition. Tronudal, the Predator, Candy Tomorrow, who secures P7, if I'm no P8. P8 secures Candy, and also Hina, who's here, who joined from the Supernova races, as well as Zenitho, and are showing a great performance on track, as well as Nikuri, who managed to qualify for race A for the first time this season, I believe, and he had a nice race. And everyone else who are not right now, Zenitho is who's here. Zenitho also amazing start in the FBA competitions with very nice results. And to everyone else who took part on the GTS series or GTSC, thank you all for taking part. You make this possible.
It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't know it. Just kind of, my brain's kind of shutting down right now.
Yeah.
So, but
it's been an intense race as well. It's longer than the usual because since we had only 2 races, the races were a bit longer, and yeah, I was actually struggling in the last laps, I have to say, but I tried to focus to keep the pace. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. We will be back next week, not with a GTSS race, not with a GTSE race either, because the season is over, but we will have for certain the grid drive. I assume we will have something on Friday sponsored by Candy, and we will see what else, random races or something else.
Yep,
will
all
be
sorts of stuff that might happen.
all be announced in the FBA Discord server, so you can join there. It's, let me show you here. If you join the FBA webpage, which is now below me, fbaracing.com, there you have a link to the FBA Discord server, and there even those events that are not FBA official are announced as well in the other events channel for everyone who wants to join, so they can take part of in the events. My model is completely broken, but
hey, by the way, I don't know if you'd be able to switch over and watch it, but Valky just uploaded her races. You could probably show her point of view of the finish.
Yeah, now when I finish the stream, I can to see hers, you mean? Okay, let me
Oh,
see.
yeah, just show it on the stream.
Okay, let me see. Okay, I need to set this up a bit. Let me see what they can do. Let me add a new font. This is gonna be super breaking, sorry guys. Okay, let me give me the link first.
Should be race A, and then your channel. There.
Okay, let's see this. Oh my god. Is he right? So let's see from here. Okay, let me add the captura de ventana. Operador. This is it. Okay, you should be seeing now the browser, I assume.
I'm gonna be seeing it late because the stream delay, but it's.
Okay, should be visible. Yeah, should be visible.
Yeah, I see it.
So this is Barkispov.
Is it? No, it's a black screen. How did you hit play?
You don't see it.
I think. Hang on. Because the screen. Okay, now it's playing.
Okay, now yes, right?
Yeah. So you react live. I only see it late, so you react live.
Very end. It was really close, eh? Yeah. Really close finish for both, for the whole group. Alright, that was it. As said, thank you everyone again for watching, for joining, for everything, and feel free to join the Discord server from fvaracing.com and you will be up to all events. With this, I say goodbye for today, and I hope to see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye bye.